For those who bleed black and gold, buckle up. The conversation in New Orleans this week isn't about a comeback or a late-season rally. It's about something far more uncomfortable: trade talk. The Saints sit at 1-6, bottom of the NFC, and with the deadline approaching, the noise around potential moves is getting louder by the day. But sometimes, what looks logical on paper could do real damage to a team's soul. And that's exactly what one proposed trade might do to this locker room. Make sure to hit like and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. The name at the center of the storm: Demario Davis. The 36-year-old linebacker, one of the most respected veterans in the league and the heartbeat of this Saints defense, has been mentioned in mock trades, sending him to the San Francisco 49ers for a fifth-round pick. On the surface, it makes sense. The 49ers just lost Fred Warner and Nick Bosa, two cornerstones of their defense, and Davis remains one of the NFL's most productive tacklers. Through 7 games, he's already racked up 51 tackles and 5 for loss, tied for the most among linebackers. So sure, from a numbers standpoint, this looks like the perfect win-win. San Francisco gets an instant leader to stabilize its defense. New Orleans gets a draft pick to aid its rebuild. But here's where everything changes, because trading Demario Davis isn't just about losing a linebacker. It's about losing the heart of your locker room. Davis isn't just another veteran hanging on. He's the tone setter, the mentor, and the emotional anchor for a young roster and a first-year head coach trying to keep belief alive in a brutal season. When the Saints take the field, his voice is the one echoing in the huddle, his energy fueling the defense even when the scoreboard isn't kind. That leadership can't be replaced by a fifth-round pick, or any draft pick for that matter. In moments like these, every franchise has to decide what kind of culture it wants. Do you sacrifice your leaders for a lottery ticket in the draft, or do you keep the men who hold your team's identity together? Demario Davis represents everything the Saints should want their future players to be: disciplined, relentless, and loyal to the city that's embraced him for 8 seasons. Let's be honest, rebuilding isn't just about collecting draft capital. It's about building habits, setting standards, and giving young players the kind of example they can follow when things get tough. And for this New Orleans team, things are tough. The offense has been inconsistent, the defense banged up, and morale has been tested every week. Through it all, Davis has been the steady voice saying, "We fight." Trading that message away for a fifth-round pick would send the opposite one: "We quit." This isn't the first time Demario Davis has faced adversity in New Orleans. When he joined the team in 2018, he helped transform the defense from a liability into a strength. He's been the glue through quarterback changes, coaching transitions, and roster turnovers. He's not just productive, he's symbolic. And that matters in a franchise trying to rediscover its soul after the Drew Brees era. The argument from analysts like Mike Jones and Jeff Howe is understandable. They see a veteran nearing the end of his career, an expiring contract, and a team far from contention. But they're overlooking something that can't be quantified in stats or cap space: leadership continuity. With so many rookies and first-year starters on defense, taking away their captain midseason could fracture what little stability remains. And let's not forget, Demario Davis can still play at an elite level. He's not limping through the season. He's attacking every snap like it's his last, flying around the field and setting a tone that younger players like Pete Werner and Isaiah Foskey can build on. When your film room has a player like Davis leading by example, every practice becomes a masterclass in professionalism. Unless Davis himself wants a chance at one last playoff run, which he's earned the right to request, the Saints should hold firm. Trading him now would send the wrong message to a locker room full of guys still learning what it means to be a Saint. Sometimes the best decision isn't about asset management, it's about integrity and identity. If New Orleans is serious about building for the future, they need to keep the right voices in the room. Davis is that voice. The rookies listen when he talks. The veterans follow his lead. The coaches trust his presence. There's no fifth-round pick in the world that replaces that. So Saints fans, what do you think? Should New Orleans hold on to their defensive captain and spiritual leader, or cash in now while they can? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for daily Saints updates and breaking NFL news. Because if there's one thing this city understands, it's loyalty, and nobody embodies that better than Demario Davis.